Driving down the road that I grew up on once again. It's when I pass your door, the memories come back again. Pictures of us flooding back just like a wave. Makes me wonder what happened, what you're up to today. Remember when we stole your mother's car, we drove for days.
Good morning everybody. I am sat in my dressing room and I'm just about to start getting ready to head to London. Me and Carl are going to London today and I'm going to bring you guys as well. But first, we are going to get ready. We've got a little guest today here with us, which you can't really see, but I just thought I'd show you her because she is just my little snookums. She's getting used to her new baby brother. She now has two. We're having a girly chat today. That's why only Bluey's here with us and the boys are all downstairs together. Hello guys, how are we doing? I thought today we would just sit down to start the vlog and have a big catch up. So I did mention in the last video, which was kind of my first vlog back at home after the wedding and the hen and the honeymoon and everything like that. And I did want to in that video kind of do this, but because we obviously brought Biscuit home, our new little baby kitten, and kind of just got busy with that, we ran out of time. And I mean, the vlog was already like 50 something minutes. So I was just thinking, no way we're gonna sit down for like 20 minutes and talk about things, because that is way too long. Kind of my mission to slightly shorten the vlogs because they are progressively getting longer. And yeah, I'm just trying not to be quite so close to 1 hour because I realise some people do not have that kind of time. So, hello. Do you know what? I've seen, who did I see that does this? Zoe's boyfriend, Alfie. And I always think it's so nice. His vlogs, he often, at the beginning of them, asks for people to kind of discuss something in the comments, and it just encourages people to kind of connect a little bit more, because that's my favourite thing about vlogging and what I really did miss when I was a bit all over the place this summer. You know what I would love to know, because I always do this on my story, writing down something today that you feel grateful for. So anything, it can be big, it can be small, but I do this every morning on my stories on Instagram, and I write down 3 things that I'm feeling happy or grateful about that morning. And I've kind of doing that since lockdown started, and it's been a really good way, you know, on mornings where you are feeling a little bit kind of flat or can't be bothered, it really does make you look for something good. So for instance, one of mine today is, it's office decorating day. Yay, can't wait to make it all cute and cozy for autumn winter time. So yeah, please do let me know in the comments what yours is, and let's kind of discuss and share. I just love to have like some little chats, and I think it's a good way to make conversation. So yeah, anyway, I just thought that would be a nice way to start. So we're gonna get ready. I'm gonna quickly do my makeup. I am gonna try out a couple of new things. So very kindly, Charlotte Tilbury did give me this bronzer that they used on my wedding day, so that if you saw the last vlog, they surprised me with my wedding makeup products as a wedding gift, the products they used on me on my wedding day, and this was one of them, which I have been really intrigued to try. And actually I want to try this look where it's like the fairy blush look, where you kind of have quite a lot of blush across here. Now I don't know if I'll look really weird, but we'll get there when we get to it. But I just thought we could get ready, we can have a chat about things, we can have a big catch up. I've got lots of questions from Instagram, there's a lot of the same ones, so I'm going to try and go for them so we can really catch up and just get deep and emotional. Do you know what I think is probably the most asked question is babies? And are me and Niall trying for babies? Are we thinking about babies? Are we feeling pressure to try and have babies? Have I had lots of questions about babies? Have you talked about babies? Babies. I think with that question, I know a lot of people get quite sensitive about being asked it, and I understand why, because you know, some people, you just never know what's going on with someone, and whether they are struggling to try and conceive, or if they really just don't want to have children, they feel pressure to as a woman, or I don't know, they just, you know, want to keep something that is as personal as that to themselves. And then I also see the other side, which I saw someone talk about recently, that actually I think some people almost ask because sometimes they want to know whether you do want to have children, obviously, or if you actually don't really want to have children, because I think a lot of women who don't want to have kids just don't talk about it because they feel like they should want to have kids, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like that was a bit of a jumble, but I kind of understand a little bit more why people ask. I think there's always different reasons why people ask that question, and especially after you get married. I think traditionally people assume the next step is babies, if you know what I mean. I'm not really sensitive about talking about it. I think when me and Niall are trying for a baby, we might not talk about it, because I think we might want to keep that between us and you know, whatever situation or experience we're having with it. We do want to have babies, which he did talk a lot about. I think someone said Niall's mentioned loads in vlogs recently, babies, especially when we're on our honeymoon. We do talk about babies a lot, and it's definitely something we would love and hope to have, you know, not too long, hopefully. But we'll just have to see. But do you know what, something that has come up a lot is what agency we used to book our safari honeymoon. So I went through an agency. I just kind of looked on Google for safari honeymoons. This one was really well reviewed. I didn't really like get recommended or anything for them. I never heard of them before either, but they were absolutely amazing. It was amazing actually when we kind of arrived in Nairobi. We had somebody help us through immigration, and then all your transfers are sorted for you, so like you don't have to think about anything. You don't have to book any taxis or anything like that. It was just all set out so that you could just relax. It was amazing. They were called Malatini. I think that's how you pronounce it, but they specialise in African safaris and the beach part of the honeymoon as well. They are a honeymoon company though, so I'm not sure really if you would go through them unless you were going on a honeymoon. Will there be new Bluey activewear drops soon? Yes, there will be. So we are working on a hopefully September drop. Going through sampling at the moment. We've had a couple of samples, but it's not quite right yet. So hopefully end of September. And it's going to be a really cool drop with a really like unique twist to some of it. And then we have a couple more things planned for the year, but we are still like really young, and you know, working out what our customers like and what you guys like. Basically I'm trying kind of working that out. We're working out how many units to get of certain things to make sure we have enough of certain things in, and yeah, we're just learning and trying to do the best that we can. Are you still using natural cycles? Yes, I came off my pill contraception. When was it? It must be nearly, no, it's been nearly 3 years. I think it's been nearly 3 years. No, it hasn't. It has, isn't it? I think it was 2020 in October or something like that. No. That's not 3 years, that's 2. Okay, I think it's 2 years. So I've been following natural cycles now for a very long time. I was on the pill for 10 years. I have mentioned this story, so I'm not going to do a full kind of brief. But interestingly, some of my friends were asking me about it the other day, and they were really interested because they've been thinking about it too, because they've found that on their pill they've felt, you know, flat, cloudy, not many sort of different emotions of, you know, not many highs versus lows, very sort of meh all the time, low sex drive, things like that. They asked me about what I use and I explained. Honestly, it's amazing. Definitely do your research, because me and Niall are in a long-term relationship and we do kind of work together with it. It works, and it's not 100% protected because you're not using any protection, but if you do follow it correctly and use it correctly, it has worked for me for 2 years. You can use it to prevent pregnancy, but you can also use it to encourage, well, not encourage pregnancy, but track and try and get pregnant. So essentially what you do is you track your period, you take your temperature every morning, you kind of track your moods and your period. I already said periods, didn't I? You just track everything in your cycle. But as well as that, I feel like I've learned so much about my body, and like, you know, if I'm feeling emotional randomly and I'm like just, you know, annoyed at everything for no reason, I always check my natural cycles app to see when my period is, and it is usually a day or two away, and then I'm like, this is why I feel like this. I'm not just crying over nothing, or I'm not getting like happy emotional more over nothing. It's because my period's coming, and you know. So yeah, it's taught me loads about my body. It's taught me about, you know, the window where you're more fertile, just how my body works. It's made me way more in tune with my body. I don't think the pill is bad, but it did really, after 10 years, at first it worked better for me, and actually a lot of my friends who've asked me about it have said the same thing. Like, it worked really well for me for years, and then near the end I just felt really flat and cloudy and just not, I don't know, just not full of life. It was really weird. I just kind of was like, meh. And I didn't know if that was why I was feeling like that, but I wanted to see if it changed anything, and it really did change just like the way I felt in my body. I felt more in control of my body in a way. I've used it for a very long time and it's worked very well for me. However, it won't work for everyone, and you do kind of have to work with your partner in, if you are preventing pregnancy, making them understand that today is a red day and that means we might get pregnant. So we don't need to say it, but you know what I mean. Next question. Joe, I think I'm being snappy today, aren't I? I said to myself I'm going to be snappy. But first, let's just quickly do the sun-kissed look. So I think what we do is we start with bronzer. Wait, I haven't put foundation on, have I? Have I? I think I have, haven't I? I don't know whether I have. Yeah, I have. I'm doing that thing where, you know, you do things but you do it without thinking. It's like sometimes I take my engagement and wedding ring off and put them on the side, but like not even functioning while I do it, and then I'll look at my hand and be like, where's my engagement and wedding ring? And I just do not remember taking it off. So weird. Okay, anyway, let's do this look. So I think basically what we need to do is put this across here like this. Apparently lots and lots of bronzer, but oh, this does scare me a little bit doing that because I don't want to look really weird. I feel like whenever I follow it does look weird, doesn't it? Whenever I follow makeup things, it looks amazing on people on TikTok, and then it's just like Instagram versus reality. It just doesn't seem to have the same effect on me when I do makeup things. It's so annoying. You know what, I was gonna try this blush from Refy because I think it's a little bit more kind of orangey pink. Okay, so apparently we put this, I think I'm just gonna look ridiculous, aren't I? Okay. Okay, and then let's do some highlights. So I think we just put highlight kind of along there and a little bit on the nose. What are we thinking? It doesn't really do it doesn't look like anything in this light actually. Maybe it's better over here. I mean, I don't think, maybe I haven't done enough, but I always get scared of using too much makeup and it just looking OTT. Maybe we'll just stick to our normal makeup routine. My friend Eva did it actually on TikTok the other day and she looked unreal. I mean, it definitely doesn't look like that on me. Your fave part of Niall's vows, someone said. Do you know what? There was a part of his vows I really vividly remember, which I thought was so sweet. I don't think it was in the video at all, but he basically said, I can't wait to have, he said something like, I can't wait to have a little girl or a little boy and take them. No, what did he say? Oh wait, actually I've got his vows on my phone. Let me read you it. I've got his vows because I asked him to send me them the other day because I wanted to read through them again. I can't wait to take our sons to football on a Sunday or ballet. I can't wait to take our daughters to ballet or football on a Sunday. Whatever they want to do, I'll take them. I'll be there. I was like, oh, that is so cute. And just like, I don't know. I just thought that was so lovely, and everybody kind of was like, oh, that bit I really vividly remember. More details on how you help mindset shift and lift your morning anxiety, please. So that was something that I mentioned on my 3 things I'm grateful for this morning, was how I was thinking about how this time last year I was in such a different place mentally, and like I was saying how I remember waking up most mornings and just feeling like a heaviness straight away, or almost like a nervousness for my day, and feeling just straight away anxious about my to-do list and finding everything very overwhelming. And I think it was like kind of around the time after lockdown that it started happening quite regularly. Obviously, you know, it happens to everyone sometimes, but it was really, really regular. And I just started to really not enjoy much. And I kind of hit like a wall at the beginning of this year, which is when I had a bit of time off, and I had a bit of therapy, and I was just at like a complete low with that, but also with my sort of inner confidence. With that and feeling anxious the way I was, and sort of losing confidence in who I am, that was where it just all came to a bit of a standstill, and I just didn't know what to do. Is Biscuit trying to get in? I really want Biscuit to come in here, but he loves these fairy lights, and usually if they're off it's alright. If he does play with them on, I think it's a bit, you know, it could be a bit dangerous, but he's obsessed with them. These might not be anymore for much longer, and they have come everywhere with us, so I really don't want him to actually fully break the connection. I think he might be trying to come in to do that, but he's with Niall, so it's fine. As well as having therapy, just stopping and accepting that I wasn't in a good place and feeling it rather than trying to keep going. Sometimes I think people say just keep going, you'll get through it, but sometimes you actually do need to, a lot of the time you do actually just need to stop and face it and make a change. I really started to implement new sort of daily things that I did in my routine that have really helped shift my mindset and my perspective. Just really small things can really change the way your day goes. And like I said before, me and Niall always go on our morning walks with the dog. Straight away when we wake up, we get up and we go straight out with them. I always find that it just is such a nice way to not straight away feel super cluttered, analyse my to-do list, and, you know, go through my WhatsApp chats, because I have quite a few now with the different people that work for Bluey and beyond. We do that, we just get out in fresh air, we chat to each other. I used to just straight away go and sit on the computer. Sometimes we wouldn't even say hello to each other, and because we do both work from home, we really wanted to be mindful of that it didn't, you know, affect our relationship. And for a while I think it kind of did, because we just weren't appreciating each other first thing in the morning. I think it makes such a difference to how you feel for the day. Yeah, so we now go out on our dog walks, which has helped our relationship, our minds, and just feeling less cluttered straight away. It's like Niall said to me, he's reading a book at the moment which apparently is really good. It's called Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty, and he was saying that if you go on your phone straight away in the morning, you're essentially, you know, if you're on your timeline and you've got 100 friends on there, you're essentially letting 100 friends in your room straight away, and that's overwhelming, isn't it? And like, you need to take that time in the morning for yourself. And apparently it's good to do, like, you know, 3 things in the morning for you. So like a walk, sit and have your coffee, stretching or something like that. Taking like 3 small things in the morning for you, and also not, you know, putting your, this is what Niall was saying to me in his book, it was saying too, it's so good to actually force yourself to wake up maybe an hour earlier than you need to allow, like, give yourself that time, because if you're kind of rushing straight out the door, you're just in like manic mode straight away, and it can really change sort of the way your day goes then. Just little small things can really help you be more present and shift your perspective and make you feel less overwhelmed. Obviously it'll be different for everyone as to why they're feeling it and what they do. Taking time for you is so important. Even if it's like a tiny thing, like having your coffee for 2 minutes by yourself, 5 minutes in the morning just to sit there, or cuddling your dog for 5 minutes in the morning, and, you know, not allowing anyone else or anyone on your phone there with you, just you having that time for yourself, I think is really important. So yeah, that's what I'd say would be the kind of small changes that can really slowly change your perspective and the way you approach the days, if that makes sense. You said there was an unexpected surprise just before your wedding. What was it? So I did mention this on my Instagram caption. I'm literally not doing my makeup and I'm running out of time. Basically, you're supposed to give 28 days notice before you legally get married and sign the documents, which we were going to do a couple of days before we flew to Greece for the wedding, because in Greece or the island we were on anyway, you could only get married in a chapel, and we wanted to get married in an olive grove, and it's only like every, I think it's twice a month that you can fit it in, that they have it. So we were going to do it before, but we didn't give 28 days notice in time, so we couldn't do it. And then because we really wanted to be legally signing the documents before Paxos, we were going to, well, my dad said, this was my dad's idea, which was the funniest thing of all, because he's like the most sensible person ever. But he was like, right, I think you need to fly to Vegas and sign the documents there, because you can do it on the spot there, basically. So we were debating it for a bit, but then we just thought, no, we'll wait. How is married life? Has anything changed? There's a lot of questions about, does married life feel any different? Like, do you and Niall feel different? Do you know what? I've never felt so, I know this is so cliche, and I thought when I've heard people say this before, I'm like, really, you're just saying that? But honestly, on the wedding day, I don't think I've ever felt so close to him and so in love with him. I feel like Carla's just pulled up as well. You probably hear me because the window's open. Since the wedding and on the honeymoon especially, we've just felt so close and so in tune with each other. It was just the best. Like, we're in a bubble, and it's kind of like what people say, you know, when you get engaged or just after you have a baby, you have like a certain bubble, and we really were in that. I think with me and Niall though, we have like lived together for a long time. We've been together for a long time. So it doesn't necessarily massively change like our day-to-day life now that we're married, but I do feel like even more linked together, because I don't know, just saying things like husband, he's my husband, I feel more linked. I mean, it's just a word and it's just a piece of paper technically, but I guess we do feel a little bit more connected. I'm so glad, as I said when we chatted through the wedding, that I really did feel completely present on the wedding day, and I wasn't like thinking about anything at all except where I was right then, and really just like soaking in how it felt to walk down the aisle and really looking at everyone, looking at Niall, and just really like almost like, I guess, when you meditate, forced to not think about all the just day-to-day things or anything in your brain. You're supposed to focus on one thing, and I felt like I was really doing that. Like, I remember really vividly walking down the aisle, or just before, looking at my dad and thinking, I'm in this moment. And then when I was walking down there, I was like, I just wanted to take in everything. It was just great. I'm so glad I felt like that, and I really made a conscious effort before the day to be like, just be in it, just don't think about anything, just take in every moment and just go with the day. Don't be excited for the party bit in the morning, just like enjoy the process. And because sometimes I think it's natural as a human where you could kind of like be excited for something coming and not really maybe be in that exact moment, or like when you're getting ready, you're kind of like waiting for the ceremony bit. But I was really like just enjoying every single bit by just like being in it and not thinking about what was next, and it was great. Is this your forever home, and have you got any more house renos, or is it exactly where you want it now? So I thought this was going to be our forever home. I mean, after what happened with Poppy, that was a huge thing where we were like, I just don't think we want to live here forever. Don't want to be next to those neighbours forever. And I also just don't almost want the memory forever. That would be one reason. But also I think we've just thought, you know, there's some things that we would absolutely love one day to have, which this house doesn't have. Like, I love this house so much. Like, I could easily stay here forever, but I think I just mean more, if we could, and if we are able to in the future, I would love to have a home that had high ceilings. I know that sounds so bougie and like very particular, but I think if we could one day, I'd love to have a high ceiling sort of old Victorian house, like really big windows, because this part of our house, I think I have mentioned, is really, really old. So it was a 2 up, 2 down house. Originally, it was quite a small house, and then they built a lot on it. The old part of the house, quite low ceilings, and I think if we could one day, trying to find somewhere with high ceilings, and maybe a slightly more private place that wasn't quite so close to a neighbour's garden, just because of what happened. Not that, I mean, that's not a common thing that happens, but it's just, yeah, maybe a little bit more garden if we could. There's lots about Vlogmas and what I'm looking forward to in autumn and winter and things like that. Looking forward to everything. I'm looking forward to Christmas markets, Winter Wonderland, Christmas shopping, going to see Christmas lights, hot chocolate. the fire, cozy nights in. I'm so excited for cozy nights. I feel like in the summertime I don't really ever sit for long periods on the sofa in the evening, and I really miss that. I work a bit later in the summer because I feel like the working day, I think my brain doesn't feel ends until the sun goes down almost, and because it goes down at like 9, I tend to end up working a bit later in the summer. So I'm really excited for cozy nights. Gonna be so good. Advent calendars. I'm so excited for advent calendars.
When the red lights go in, record it.
When the red light's going.
It's like you're in a recording studio, innit? And you're playing, and as soon as you press record, someone messes up.
Hi guys, me and Carl are en route to London together.
It's actually quite exciting, isn't it? A little road trip.
I know, we're going on a little road trip. So, I don't think I've said on YouTube yet, I did mention it at the beginning of when I was talking upstairs, but Bluey has its own office.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
My new home.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a chair.
I need a job at Bluey, I know. Niall.
Yeah, but you work with Beyond, so
Yeah,
you can
we just
do some Beyond stuff in the Bluey office.
There you go,
Why not?
sorted.
But yeah, anyway, we're going up to kind of set up, get some behind the scenes stuff of the setup, put up some chairs, make some furniture, be DIY queens.
DIY queens. Wow, I've never been called a queen before. I might have done that shit.
I've called you a queen before.
Yeah, I probably have.
Look at those guys as well.
Oh, this is terrible.
My
Horrible
office
stuff.
key card. Look what it says. Is it
Megan.
the wrong way around?
I think so, yeah.
No,
I don't
but
know, they will see it. I don't
yeah,
know.
I think they see it the right way around. I always think that. Oh, my battery's flashing now. Because we've got some more. So yeah, me and Carl are gonna have a bit of carpool karaoke on the. I can't speak. Karaoke.
Pressure now, you're not doing it by yourself in Vice,
Karaoke.
Carpool karaoke.
We're gonna do some carpool karaoke. Summermas.
Let's do it.
Me and Carl said actually. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Summermas Day 1.
Summermas just sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? But we could make it work.
Yeah, we could. People do Vlogtober, but I've never done that. And I think people do August, where it's like Vlogust.
Vloggers. You could do any one, couldn't you? January. No, juggling January is what I used to do.
Or
February. No, that sounds weird, doesn't it? February.
where did the flop?
I don't know.
February.
I don't know.
Vloguary.
Mark's not really word.
Vlog.
Vlog.
Oh no!
Alright, that's actually sick.
I don't even know
What
what we're
is-
talking
yeah,
about. There's a little silver.
Actually quite neat because it goes down as well. Like even when
Got a little slot
I don't
there.
think it'll fall forward either.
Oh, look at us.
Sick.
James Corden who?
Whoa! Men missile! Look at it, this on me. Right, guys, driving down the M3 today. That's so jokes, sorry, like. No, I can't. I'm getting embarrassed already. I'm getting embarrassed.
Alright, guys. So today, guess what we're doing?
Right, guys. So today we're going to the Bluey office in Fulham. No, I can't. It's
I bet you'd be so. Do you know what would be great? If you and Bryony had a YouTube channel together, that would be hilarious.
That would be jokes, actually. No, it's not a Christmas song, is it? It's the most wonderful time.
This is my favourite. This just gets me every year.
Are we actually just Christmas songs? What are we doing?
Do you know what I love though? You joined it.
Yeah, I know. So it gets you got good vibes, doesn't it?
3 months till Vlogmas.
Some cold, thank God.
So what?
Like cold, like it being cold and stuff like
Oh, but
that.
that's all you think about.
Yeah, I know, innit?
It's not going to be hot anymore.
Thank God.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Not really.
Everywhere you go.
Actually won't overload at Christmas, so they
Yeah,
just
yeah,
I had
I like
to
the
just
vibe, but
get us just a little snippet into Vlogmas. 3 months to go.
you're actually buzzing for it, you are.
I am. I don't know why I get
I was
so...
saying to Niall actually the other day, like in the last December we were so busy doing things.
Oh, don't you worry.
Because we were on about it. He was like, we were vlogging and then we would film and then we'd go to an event and then
woo! Woo!
yes, Queen.
And girls, they wanna have fun.
A dance all day.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and I might. Oh, you missed my rap section.
Oh no!
I was going for it then as well. Well, I can be blue, I can be and I miss you here, now you're gone. So can you do UKDs?
Yes!
Jesus Christ, so you want to
Frosty Jack.
Frosty Jack.
Sidekick. Strongbow.
Yes. Okay, on a mic, let's go on 2. Okay. Megan Carter. Love for you are strong. And I miss you here, now you're gone. That's the things I do when I'm alone in the car as well. Let car shake. Okay. Yes, now. Yeah. Yo, I'm off to Bluey office. Yeah. I'm blue,
You know I miss you. I just wanna kiss you. You can be my honey.
Oh yeah.
I can be your man. You can be my wife.
Start your rain, get up in the car with something else. And put your t-shirt on.
Oh my god,
Oh yeah. I've got it.
Oh yes!
Woo! Let's go, girls. I always wonder if you played them to any other lads, you know, like all them little bits like that. You know, where it drops and stuff. The best thing about being a woman is that we're beginning to have a little party. Oh, we're totally crazy. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. To be.
Hello,
Hello, love.
welcome to the office.
Oh,
So, this is the Bluey the Bluey office in progress. So we're currently painting it white because it was grey, and I just think that it will make. Pardon?
Paint it white. No, sorry.
But we're currently doing that because I think it will make the room feel even brighter, because we want to shoot social content in here. It'll just be better for that. We're also going to get like a sort of backdrop, you know, like when you shoot, you have kind of the big paper thingy there.
Comes out like that.
Backdrop.
Yeah. You can be our social man if you want. Imagine.
I'm making straight with my stuff on.
With some bluey leggings on. You actually, I actually think. You were saying the other day you'd wear the shorts under your.
Yeah, I wear the shorts.
Would you really?
I wear black ones anyway in my shorts.
Oh, Lois, we need to get him some.
I'll send you.
Biggest double XL.
And I expect him to wear them.
Yeah, you have to wear them. I think we're going to get a big backdrop here, but because also we're going to be shooting like flat lays and kind of product pictures here and there, as well as, you know, like reels and little bits of video on the backdrop. I think it'll just be better. It will be in white and just bright and really plain, so that we can kind of like decorate the walls with some like Polaroid. I want to have a Polaroid wall, I think, here. Cute, and we'll just build it as and when, and like with different collections, and when, you know, we have our new staff starting. They could do like a portrait, school portrait.
Like initiation.
Yeah. We've got a big mirror, which will also be for shooting in, and just also mirrors obviously make rooms feel bigger. Got a little sofa, so I'm gonna make a little cozy area, maybe some little dog beds for Bluey and Baz and anyone else's dogs that come in. And then we're gonna get like a little rug. The Bluey neon sign, which we got, looks sick, had on the Bluey launch. So this is massive, isn't it? I forgot how big it is. But I think it looks so nice on the wall above the sofa and the big mirror. We'll get all the bits of stuff out in a bit. We need to get some indoor plants to make it just like, I don't know, I think plants always give a room life, don't they? I want the room to feel quite sort of cozy, and I mean, I'm definitely gonna make this look Christmas. Oh my God, we can get a Christmas tree. I can decorate another one. We're gonna build some furniture in a bit. We're just currently doing the white walls. I already have paint absolutely everywhere.
Absolutely demolished today.
It looks so much brighter over there than over there. I do like the grey, but I just think
It's like a really like, I don't know.
it's a bit beige. Yeah, no, it is, to be fair. It is quite mocha. But I think the white will make the room feel even bigger as well. The desks that come with the room are actually so nice as well. They're these really sort of they're huge, aren't they? We've got some cute office chairs that are like a teddy material, and the little sofa and some other bits and bobs, and try and set some things up once we've done a bit more painting. So cue the painting
3,
montage.
2, 3, 2, 1, montage.
Start building some furniture. So we've done the majority of the painting that we can do today. Got some office chairs I'm going to build in a second. Look at it. So cute. I'm going to build them, and we also have a little sofa, as I said, which I want to build before we go home. I did just want to sit down and kind of breathe. Actually, what, I'm going to sit in this little shelf. This is oh, this is so comfy. Ooh, this is a comfy seat. That is really comfy. I wanted to kind of briefly chat about the office. Me and Carl were on our way here. I didn't really kind of go into depth of why we've got an office and where this has come from and stuff. So basically, Bluey has its first office, which is so exciting and feels extremely surreal. I don't think I ever thought I'd have my own office. I'm not like naturally very business driven. As I've mentioned, I am learning, and I'm really enjoying learning. I prefer like the creative stuff rather than the business stuff, but I just, yeah, it feels so surreal that we are having an office up until now, because Bluey has technically existed for 2.5 years, because we spent, as I said, 2 years creating it, you know, the concept and the story and making sure everything added up. It took ages to build Bluey, as well as obviously building the designs and all of the stuff that you've seen. There was a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Create Bluey as, you know, to create the brand messaging and just the whole brand story I wanted to really work on. We have always had a smaller team. Recently I've actually hired quite a few new people to come in, because I really wanted to bring experts into each area of the brand, because at the moment there's only a couple of us, and it's starting to, well, it is too much really. And you know, I'm not an expert in how to scale a business. I'm not an expert in customer service. I'm not an expert in marketing. So we've got all these people now who are experts in those areas, and that is why we now need an office, because yeah, we just need everyone to be together. It's a bigger team, and I always think with creative jobs, it's just the best when you're around creative people to create the best thing you can, if you know what I mean. Because I think when creative people are around each other, you just bounce off each other and create something amazing. So obviously with like designers and things like that, now I'm hopefully going to bring in another designer as well as my current one, who's amazing. We can all work way more efficiently together in person, not just over, you know, sending designs back and forth and inspo back and forth on WhatsApp and having the occasional meeting at home, which is what we currently do. So yeah, I think because now we've got, you know, our next year of drops planned out, we really need to take that step. So we found this little office. It's actually in the town where we went to uni. As me and Carl briefly mentioned, this is where we all went to uni, and it's also where me and Niall lived for 6 years. It's actually right down the road from the little flat that we first lived in with Poppy, or mine and Niall's first flat. Oh, McMizzle on the decks.
Booty shaking, I realise he's there.
Oh, you're booty shaking.
No, I'm like, I wouldn't know.
I was just explaining the story behind the office.
That's cool, isn't it?
It is cool in there, isn't it?
Well, that's cute.
I know. Isn't
That
it
is
cute?
so you.
Oh, do you like the chat?
Yeah, nice.
But I do feel really proud of Bluey, because it's just really exciting that we're kind of taking this next step, and we're able to, and we're in a position where we kind of need to. So yeah, that's why we got the office. But anyway, we're gonna build some office chairs. So I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1 transition because I don't want my battery to run out and it'll probably take us a while to build these. In 3, 2, 1, we will have some office chairs, hopefully. We don't have office chairs, but we have a sofa. Oh, we tried to make the office chairs, but we've got the wrong parts.
Nice.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I was saying that. It's like a pen and stuff. So.
Oh dear.
That's what I mean.
Oh, look how cute it is. Don't you think it's cute as a little outfit as cushion? Tell them what you say.
There we go. Cute.
Cute. CEO life. You can sleep in office then. CEO life.
It's just like that grinding it, you know, like oh yeah, I slept in the office last night. Right.
Oh, this is really comfy.
It's nice, nice. Shows cushion.
So
Yeah, it's comfy now.
it wasn't. We put it together
The sun
wrong.
is shining, baby.
So we need to get some other parts for the office chairs.
Because they have done us dirty.
They've actually been packed wrong. So we need to get a different part done. This is from Urban Outfitters and this is from Next. Sofa in a box, that was the easiest thing to put together.
That was actually so
Even
nice.
though we did it wrong.
And we've got a mirror to show, haven't we, as well?
You need to get the mirror and the bluey sign out, just like hover it and pretend and then go home.
1, 2, 3.
2, 1.
Yeah.
Oh! You gotta try and visualise because the walls look funny, don't they? They're still on their first coat, but
Office vibes.
look how cute it looks.
And somebody like a nice plant there.
Yeah, nice plants, a shelf up there. Oh, I love it. And a little rug, little dog basket, some little units here. This is the cozy corner.
It is sick, that.
This mirror is so good, isn't it? I got this from William Wood Mirrors. I think they have some of the best big mirrors. I actually have never ordered one from there before, but I've seen lots of people order them, and I really like this arch.
It's just big.
It would be really good for social stuff, wouldn't it? I'm giving you a quick show of the gym, but there's people training. But this is the gym in the office building.
Cool.
There's a rack over there and some cables. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Really cool.
So we can shoot some like Beyond and Bluey stuff in here, in the activewear and stuff. So very nice, guys. Look, Biscuit likes his new apparatus, and I'm so pleased. Oh, look at him. Do you like it, Biscuit? You enjoying your new little tower? Are you? You can play with it. Alright, that was aggressive. Oh, I've missed you all. Have you had a good day, Bluebell? Where have you gone? Bluebee? Where'd she go? There you are. How have you been today, baby girl? And you little man? Have you been looking after your new baby brother? Has he been causing havoc? What's he been doing?
To be fair, Lee was just playing with that pole by himself.
The pole.
Ball and pole, what do you call it?
Pole dancing. It's not a pole. It's his scratch post. Have you been looking after all of our children?
Yeah, they've been accompanying me whilst I've been working.
Oh. You've been cooking up a storm. What's this then?
So I'm trying out a recipe to film tomorrow. It's basically stuffed sweet potato.
That looks really nice.
And I've put chorizo and like chopped up chicken bits in here with cheese and creme fraiche.
That sound.
What? Oh, this sound.
Yeah, that sound.
People don't like that sound, some people. I've put some paprika in. I'm just thinking, what else can I put? Do you want to taste it? Tell me what you think, because this is
Okay.
going to be the main. Oh, and it's got like stringy mozzarella cheese in there, look. Oh, go on, have a proper mouthful.
Oh, that's really nice.
Is it? The sweetness of the sweet potato and the saltiness of the chorizo. I'm digging.
Anyway, we are back from London. It was very successful. We managed to get most of the office done. I will hopefully be able to update you in the next vlog when it's finished. But I'm now running myself a bath because I am covered in paint. Look how appetizing this bath looks as well. I used the Lush bath bomb for the first time in ages. That's one of my favorite things about like autumn winter time is the coziness and the bath and the bath bombs. I haven't had a bath in so long. I've obviously had showers, but I don't really like having baths when it's warm. But I think it'll be the best way to kind of scrub off this paint that's on my skin. But also, I'm going to play some Sims. I got back into it on Sunday. I made myself a new family, got myself a new expansion pack. I got the new high school years one, where basically your teens can kind of properly go to school. You go to like prom, you can DM your crush, you can join the cheer squad. Really get very far because I spent most of the time I was on it on Sunday creating my Sims. I feel like that always takes ages, and you can't properly kind of get into the game until the second time you play it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm really excited as well. I only usually play it around Christmas time, but I thought I'd have a go. This is my very extravagant house that I obviously used a cheat to get money for to get. Anyway, I think I am going to finish up this vlog here. I'm very tired. I have potato brain again. I don't feel like I'm speaking in like my sort of normal way because my brain is just like squidged. That's why I need to play The Sims, because it's just so mind-numbing. We pop down and say bye to the dogs and Biscuit and Niall. Oh, the potatoes are done. Let's have a look. Oh, that was quick.
Well, they're already cooked. You just got to like melt it all together. Look.
Oh, that looks so good. Finishing off the vlog, but I wanted to show the pets all together. They're becoming friends, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
I literally just saw him go right up to Basil's nose. I think him and Basil have a bit more of a bond so far.
Well, Bluebell's a prude, isn't she? We know that.
Oh, Bluebee's a mummy's girl, aren't you? You're more of a human dog. You like the humans. No, she's the special little princess that loves people more than pets. She's a little bit sensitive when it comes to animals. I think she thinks she's a human. She's like, don't touch me, I'm like mum and dad.
Do you know what? I think she might just lack confidence.
Oh look, she's so adorable.
Yeah, because
She's
caught
looking
her
at
going
you.
Up to Biscuit a few times as if she wants to play, but she's a bit 0 to 100 when she plays, isn't she?
Yeah,
She can't play like half-hearted. She has to either be completely uninterested or she's going mental.
Or on Basil's back, wrestling him,
Yeah,
and
wrestling into the...
she literally wrestles Basil and like gets him down on the ground. It's actually hilarious because her personality just doesn't really match that. She's so cute. Oh, actually, I just wanted to...
Bit of a middle ground.
We haven't seen you. How have you been?
I want to come to the
very
office.
Handsome. You look handsome. Yeah, you should come to the office. Carl loved it. He was like, I'm going to be here all the time. I'm stealing him. I'm joking.
After he's done his filming, he can go do his editing there.
I think Biscuit has gone to find my fairy lights in the dressing room because he had. Oh, look, he's there. Bisky, are you looking for me? Oh, no, he's gone to the fairy lights. Come back. Oh, no, he hasn't made it yet. You can't eat the fairy lights. They're mummies and they make the room look pretty. Are you gonna say bye to everybody? Nope.